Hello my fellow chef knife enthusiasts. Sometimes a man receives a message even better than receiving a booty call from Miss Bo. Miss Bo, if you're watching this, I didn't really mean that. Or did I? A few weeks ago I received this message from Maksim Enevoldsen. Maksim, like some of you might know, is the owner of Japanese Natural Stones, a highly reputable seller of Japanese knives and stones from Denmark. In fact, he is the oldest website selling Japanese knives in the whole world. He's at it for more than 15 years, and for that, Maksim, we thank you.
And Maxim's bank account thanks you and your knife buddies.
This is the first knife that was gifted to me by a vendor for reviewing purposes, completely for free. I guess that makes me a real YouTuber now? Thank you, Maksim. So cool. Now, let me show you what's inside of this box. I already know because I used this knife yesterday and shot a lot of footage of it in action, which you can look at later in this video. But let me first give you a quick look at this blade. Nice D-shaped whole wood handle. These have gotten the name D-shaped handle because of the ridge on the side of the handle. You can see it clearly right here. It gives the handle a D shape if you want to see it. Even for lefties, this is apparently a comfortable handle because the palm of your hand nicely rests on the ridge of that handle. And for right-handed people, it kinda nicely lets your finger wraps around that ridge. Yeah, there's nothing new under the sun with this handle. Just a very nice traditional and classic Japanese handle. In my opinion, you can't go wrong with these. Time to expose the blade. Ooh la la! That's a nice profile, folks. Yeah, that's really nice. Kairu means frog in Japanese, but I guess it doesn't change in a beautiful princess when you kiss it. This Kairu 210mm Kito comes from an exclusively for Japanese natural stones made line of knives, which is aimed to be a pro knife series. This knife was handmade in Sanjo, Niigata, by an undisclosed blacksmith. So I guess this kanji mark right here just states the name Kairu, frog, the name of the line of series of knife. But other than that, no indication of who is the maker of this knife, no signature of the artists. One might ask themselves the question, what's the point of keeping the maker of this knife a secret? There's probably only one good reason that I know of, but you will have to understand the Japanese mindset to really understand why that is a good reason. How do I explain this? I remember seeing this vlog the other day about this fairly young chef running his own little omakase restaurant. He was doing everything all by himself, so early in the morning he goes out to shop for his ingredients himself. One day he managed to score an incredible discount on some of his ingredients. He did not think, great, I'm gonna make a bigger margin today, like most people here in Amsterdam would think, probably including me. But no, this guy lowered his price that day for his customers. So he let his guests take advantage of his discounted shoppings instead of profiting more himself. Do you understand the point that I'm trying to make here? An experienced, renowned and highly popular blacksmith whose blades are loved and sought after. A blacksmith like that knows that when he puts his kanji on a blade, it basically will double the price of the blade just because his signature is on there. If that same blade does not have his kanji on it, but still is the exact same blade of the exact same quality, it can be sold for half the price. And that, my friendly chef knife enthusiasts, is the reason why Japanese blacksmiths sometimes decide to keep their work anonymous.
That's such a compassionate way of thinking. I'm not capable of such thinking.
Of course, for us knife nerds, we love to know who is responsible for the beautiful, usable piece of art that you are holding in your hand. So we can name drop and act all trendy and hip and being Mr. Know-It-all. But think about it. What would you prefer? Would you rather buy a quality Japanese blade for $500 with the kanji of the maker on the blade? Or would you rather buy the exact same knife for $250 without knowing who made the blade? I know what my preference would be, let's say 90% of the time. Anyway, back to the actual blade. This blade has a high carbon semi-stainless SLD core with soft stainless cladding. It's a quality type of semi-stainless steel. It actually almost sharpens like carbon steel. It's really easy to sharpen. And Maksim also told me that it's pretty easy to thin. The surface of the blades is finished with parallel lines, which makes it easier to polish and wiping your knife clean and dry. Which makes this knife rather low maintenance, very easy to maintain, even in a humid environment. This profile looks amazing, very fit for a professional. It has a profile. The balance point is right where you want it, at the pinch grip. It has a very good level of fit and finish. I like the rather wide bevel on this knife. It has a really nice taper on the spine, starting quite thick from the tang, then quickly tapering down, but staying quite the same above the cutting edge, and then towards the tip it really becomes nice and thin. Somewhat rounded choil and spine. Could be more rounded and smooth in my opinion for maximum comfort, but this'll do. Yeah, it's a nice looking blade. I don't really have much more to say about this knife right now, so let's just take it into the kitchen and see what this knife is all about on the cutting board. The Kairu. Quite a versatile shape. It has a flat spot, a really nice curve towards the tip. I like how the tip is in the middle of the blade, not really low, really high. Yeah, I'm ready to rock with this baby. Maksim specifically told me to destroy this knife in the kitchen. I'm not exactly sure what he meant with that, but okay. Here we go. Of course I'm not going to do that. Don't panic, of course I'm not going to open this can with this knife. Let's get to it. Let's start with an onion. Consider that chili pepper destroyed. It went through that leak like a freak. There is celery all over the gallery. Michael Ryan bell pepper. So I basically went all genocide on all the stuff on my cutting board. This knife pretty much destroyed everything in a good way. Amazing cutting feel, very smooth, it just flew through everything. The knife held up really well, the edge never felt chippy. It really feels like this knife can take a punishment. Amazing profile, fitting for most cutting techniques. Light and nimble, in general a really nice blade to work with. Definitely a knife that would shine in a professional kitchen as a regular workhorse. A good no-nonsense, low-maintenance, don't really worry about it knife. Reasonably priced, awesomely performing knife. I can understand why Maksim thinks this is a highly underrated blade. This is one of those knives which can basically do it all, and it does it well. And I think if you are looking for a great gift to your son or daughter going to culinary school or some serious home chef, 200 small euros will get you this beast in the kitchen. Amazing bang for your buck, or in my case, for free. Thank you, Maxime. Not a bad knife to receive for free. Awesome cookies. Even after giving it quite a rough ride on the cutting board, the edge is still really sharp, so this still doesn't really easily fold over as well. I truly think this Kairu 210mm Gyuto made out of SLV steel is an amazing knife for beginners in the Japanese knives world. If you are taking your first steps in the Japanese knives rabbit hole, this knife will gently introduce you to a much higher hardness than the Western knives you might have been accustomed to, but it is still an easy knife to maintain, especially compared to full carbon Japanese knives. This knife won't need any babying whatsoever. You don't really have to worry about it. If you're just looking for a good knife, no fancy tsuchime patterns, no beautiful flashy Damascus, just a knife that will get the job done and does not break the bank, this could be the knife you're looking for. If you care about knowing who's the maker of your knife, don't buy this one. I personally don't care if this knife was made by Kermit the Frog. I give zero about the maker of this knife, with all respect to the maker of course. Because first of all, the knife is a great performer and it feels just awesome to use. Second, it makes me happy when I look at it. And third, it's definitely within my price range. And those are the three things that matter most to me when I buy a knife. So I for one am really happy to have one of these laying around. I might not use it myself too much, since I have many nice knives in my rotation. I'm a spoiled little knife brat. But I'll make sure it gets enough action. For example, once or twice a month I'm cooking for this group of 100 refugees from Syria, from the Ukraine, from all over the Middle East and from all over Africa. A bunch of kind volunteers and lovely people are always helping me and the other chefs in the kitchen. The kitchen is badly equipped and especially when it comes to kitchen knives, it's horrific. I'd rather have dull-strung knives in there than the kitchen knives they have right now. That's saying a lot, but I'm not going to trust them with my beautiful Japanese knives. Since they're not really trained to be a professional cook or chef, they don't really possess the proper knife skills, which is all cool and all. I'm not judging, and I'm just happy that they are there to help me voluntarily. Just hands off my knives. But I'm pretty sure I'm brave enough to let them use this kairu, since it can take a bit of abuse and neglect. And if one of them literally destroys this knife, I'll just ask Maxim to send me a new one for free. I mean, he did ask me to destroy this knife in the kitchen.
Yeah, well, I don't think he meant that literally.
As always, thank you for watching this video. Hit that like button if you want to support my channel. Leave a comment down below if you have anything constructive to say and share. I hope to catch you in the next video. Treat other people the way you treat your knives, or the other way around, whatever brings the most positive results. Bye folks.